So UFC 313 will be this weekend, which will be Alex Pereira. Finally, we will finally get the fight between Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Touch wood. We'll finally go down. We can finally get sick. We can finally get over Magomed Ankalaev doing, well, Ali Abdelaziz more than likely, doing a bunch of tweets saying, I'm going to stand and bang, we're going to knock him out in the first round. We can finally end that little saga. Finally. After all this waiting, the card will go down this weekend. But anyway, let's go into the fights and break down how all these fights are going to go. So first fight of the night is Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. This one's been put on short notice. Literally only just got announced today. Obviously, Chris Gutierrez was meant to fight what's his name? Gene Masamuto, but he got pulled to go fight Rob Font. I'm going to go with Chris Gutierrez here. I was picking Castaneda to lose against Douglas Silva de Andrade, and I think Chris Gutierrez can win this fight. It'll probably be a bit of a stinker. He has a few stinky performances sometimes, but I think Chris Gutierrez is good enough to win this fight over John Castaneda. Then we have Ozzy Diaz versus Jordan Santos. This is such a difficult fight because he beat Will Curry. I remember that fight. He looked good. Yeah, I really don't know who to pick in this fight, if I'm being honest. So, Ozzy Diaz has just been badly chinned a few times. I don't know. Santos, he doesn't really have much power in his shots. I feel like if you're gonna beat someone like Ozzy Diaz, you need to have some pop in the shots. You know, just that's his sort of style. But I will go Jordan just because Ozzy Diaz is taking a lot of damage. He's been knocked out a few times. I'm sure his chin will be found. There's a lot of bad losses on there. A lot of damage has been taken. But he is a violent guy. But Santos, I just imagine he's got a chin. So I'm going to go Santos. Weird fight to have on this card, though, I feel like. I didn't even know that fight was booked. Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. I'm going to take Marion Santos. Amazing takedown defense. Man's got really good takedown defense. And Francis Marshall is a bit, not one-dimensional, but his striking arsenal could be more. There's a lot more that could be desired when it comes to his striking arsenal. I think Marion Santos will be able to keep it standing, and I think he's the much better striker in this fight. He showed incredible takedown defense on The Ultimate Fighter, especially against Khan Offley, but yeah, I'm going to go with him. He's got power. He's improved a lot since the day of when he lost to Dan Argueta, which he got ragdolled in that fight. And Francis Marshall looks like a similar build to Dan Argueta, but I'm going to trust in Mario Santos to get this one done. He's actually younger than Francis Marshall. He's improved a lot since he fought Dan Argueta. That was a pretty long time ago. Then we have Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. I think this is going to be the biggest difference in athleticism in UFC history. Alex Morono is the least athletic man in the world, and Carlos Leal is just freakish athleticism. It's actually crazy the difference in build. Now, part of me thinks that maybe Leal was a little juiced up when he was fighting Renat Fakhretdinov because his fucking acne was insane in that fight. The back acne, the acne all around his body at 30 years of age was crazy. But let's say he's not roided up and he comes into the same shape he did against Renat Fakhretdinov. I think he's going to absolutely massacre Alex Morono. This is a guy who got just brutally flatlined. He's been brutally flatlined KO'd a lot. Santiago Ponzinibbio did it, even though he was dominating the first two rounds. Chaos Williams just ran at him and destroyed him. I think Carlos Leal is so powerful. He's got really good takedown defense. It's going to be on the feet, and if this fight stays on the feet, then I think Alex Morono is going to sleep pretty badly too. So I'm going to go Carlos Leal here. I'm pretty confident in this one. Then we have Bruno Ferreira versus Armen Petrosian. Oh man, this is a tough one to predict. I think I like Armin Petrosian here, though, to be honest. Like, he's not got the longest reach in the world. He's got really short arms for his size. Like, it's actually crazy. But I really like this matchup for him because Bruno Ferreira also doesn't have very long reach. So he can, like, style on him a little bit more. Ferreira's powerful, but Petrosian, he did get chinned by Shara Bullet, but I think Shara Bullet's better than Bruno Ferreira. Like, this is sort of a tough one to predict, but I'll go Petrosian. But then again, Ferreira could just use his judo. Oh, this is a tough one, to be honest. But I will go Petrosian. I think Petrosian will get this one done. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, isn't he? Who did he beat before? He beat Christian Leroy Duncan. That's a pretty good win. Beat AJ Dobson pretty easily. Did beat Gregory Rodriguez. Wow, he got the Dana White Contender Series opportunity coming off a loss. That's rare. I didn't even realize that. He can be chinned, but I'll trust in him. I reckon Petrosian get this one done. Especially because Ferreira just got like ragdolled by Abbas Magomedov recently. And they got KO'd by Ruzabayev. So obviously, he can't do good against these Caucasus Mountain guys. So let's just go on with Petrosian. Fuck it, why not? Plus, he didn't even look that good against Dustin Stolfus as well. Like, Stolfus was actually winning that fight until he caught him. So yeah, I'm going to go Armin Petrosian. I feel like if those guys can have a lot of success on the feet, then I reckon Armin Petrosian can as well. Then we have Ray Tassura versus Joshua Van. I hate this fight. I really hate this fight. But I will go with Joshua Van. I think Rai is actually a really good prospect, and I think he will be really good. This fight's crazy because I'm older than both of these guys. Like, this shit's making me feel like an old man. Like, not that much older. Like, I think me and Van were born the same year, but like, that's still crazy to me. Like, I should not be the same age as... Like, I should not be older than two guys in the UFC. That shit just doesn't sit right with me. But regardless, I'm going to go Joshua Van. He impressed me against Cody Durden. I picked him to beat Cody Durden. His takedown defense looked really good. He has a good ability to get back to his feet. Rai is good. He's a really good grappler. But on the road to the UFC, we did see him slow down and get dropped in one of his fights pretty badly as well. Like, he got really lucky to... Well, not lucky, but like he was lucky to survive that fight because he was really getting beaten up. Yeah, Cody Durden got 2 takedowns, but he also had 6 of them stuffed. I really like that for Joshua Van in this fight, so I will go Van. I've been going a lot of favorites so far. How can you not go with Van at this point in his career? Showed it good takedown defense against a tough test, and Cody Durden. Yeah, like I don't think takedown defense is a bad part of his game, and plus I could see him just getting a gas Ray Taizura out of there. I could see him getting gassed, body work, just going to the head, mixing it up, and then just getting a comeback finish. So I'm gonna go Joshua Van. Then we got Curtis Blades versus Rizvan. Oh, Jesus. Bless me. We have Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. Kuniev is not good. Kuniev isn't that good in my opinion. I don't rate the guy. He lost to Henan Ferreira. I think he did, or did he beat Henan Ferreira? Actually, he might have beat Henan Ferreira, and then he... Yeah, okay, so he beat Ferreira. So, okay, that's better, I guess. But he lost to Justin Willis, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I know it was a long time ago, but like, that is not a good look. How are you losing to Justin Willis? Yeah, like, he also is like somehow on roids. Like, you look at this guy's build, and this guy was on roids. Like, that is crazy to me. He's on a 19-fight winning streak, so that's counting his amateur fights as well. But like, just I don't know. There's no way Curtis Blades loses this fight. Curtis Blades does do a lot of dumb stuff, but if he's smart here, he'll just. I could see him just knocking Rizven the fuck out on the feet. Like this guy doesn't really impress me too much. He's not. He's a roid cheap who isn't athletic, isn't like in great physical shape, and doesn't have good cardio. Like now he's off roids. Like he's not gonna be any better. He's gonna be even worse. Like I actually think Curtis Blades should be a much bigger favorite. I don't even think he should be a moderate favorite. He should be an insane favorite in this fight. He can wrestle fuck his Kiniev. He's in much better shape than Kiniev. He could out wrestle him. He could beat him. Like Shamil. The Shamil he fought. He didn't fight Gaziv. He fought the original Shamil. Shamil. What was that guy's name? The one who got like knocked out almost everybody. Where is he? I swear. Yeah, Shamil Abdurakhimov. He went out there, destroyed him on the ground. I could see this being pretty similar. Like, I think Shamil is better than Kuniev. So, yeah, I'm going to go Curtis Blades. Then we have King Green versus Mauricio Ruffi. Part of me really, 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 really badly wanted to go with King Green in this fight. Like, I really wanted to pick Bobby Green. Because, I feel like we've seen the path to victory, watching Ruffy's last fight. But then I did think about it. I did rewatch the fight. Like, Ruffy was just beating the absolute fuck out of James Lontop. Like, he was sort of like Carlos Olberg, Kennedy Nchikweing himself. As in, he was just beating him up so badly he got tired. Like, he dropped him. Like, a lot of those shots, especially, it was like at a catchweight where Lontop still missed weight. So he went into that fight so much bigger than Ruffy, who is, scheduled for 155. Like, I don't think you can really use that fight too much against Ruffy at this point when you think about it. Sean Otis was meant to fight another guy. Lontop is Peruvian, got one of those Latino chins. And Ruffy did just beat the fuck out of him. It's just so badly that he gassed. I don't think Green would be able to take the shots that Lontop took at this point in his career. He's taken a lot of damage. He's been knocked out a few times. I don't know if Ruffy will knock him out. I feel like he will knock him down. I could see a decision here. I don't know. I just think he is going to win this fight. Yes, Green, I feel like if he had a better chin, he could maybe get a comeback. And if he was in the position Lontop was, he would have won. But also, he doesn't have the chin that Lontop has. That's another problem he's taken a lot of damage. So I will go with Mauricio Ruffi here, but I really could see Bobby Green having a lot of success. But I just think his chin is a bit shot, especially that Jarlin Turner fight. Jesus Christ, I'm not trusting him to take shots after that fight. He did get dropped by Jim Miller at one point in their fight. Then he got choked unconscious by Paddy Pimblett. Don't think that affects your chin too much. I don't think getting choked unconscious affects your chin. So yeah, I'm not going to really factor too much into it. He didn't take any much damage on the feet. But I still think King Green's pretty good. So Ruffy winning this fight would be a pretty big statement because Ruffy, people are jumping off the hype train a little bit because of the Lontop fight. But Bobby Green was someone who gave Rafael Fiziev a pretty tough fight. So it'll be interesting to see that. But yeah, anyway, going with Mauricio Ruffi. Then we have Amanda Lemos versus Ayasman Lucindo, very young fighter. I'm gonna go with... this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Amanda Lemos, I think. She's coming off a loss to Fernanda Jandarriba. But from memory, she almost won that fight. I think she hurt her a couple times. She's powerful. I love the power she's got. She just goes in there and murks women. And, Lucindo... she's a bit of a grappler, so that will be a bit tough for Lemos. But surely her takedown defense has just gotten better at this point. So I'm going to go Lemos. It's crazy that Lucindo lost to Yasmin Jurigi, looking at the difference in their careers. But yeah, I think Lemos can really catch her, maybe hurt her. I don't know if she'll put her out, but I'm going to just factor in the power here that Lemos has. Big age difference though, like crazy, but age difference doesn't seem to matter in women's MMA. They just keep winning even when they get older. So yeah, I'm gonna go Amanda Lemos. Then we have Jarlin Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm gonna go with Ignacio Bahamondes here. We've seen Jarlin Turner versus taller strikers and he just doesn't go his way. Very good fighter, he's very good. But I just feel like when we see Jarlin Turner take on these guys who are like the same length as him, like Dan Hooker, not the same like height as him, but like with the same reach, like Vicente Luque, we just don't see him have as much success. And I feel like because Ignacio Bahamondes can, has equal reach to him, like I just see that he's probably going to get beaten up at points. Like I think he'll have success against Ignacio Bahamondes. It's not like Bahamondes is like this untouchable guy. Like he can definitely get hurt. And he did at one point lose to John McDessie, which is still crazy to me. I don't know how John McDessie beat him. Like Unk just decided to like come back from like a losing streak to just beat Ignacio Bahamondes. That is still insane to me looking at the run Bahamondes is on. Like Bahamondes has just been beating the fuck out of everybody. Did lose to Ludovic Klein. He did lose to Ludovic Klein, but he does seem like he's improved. Bilal calls this guy the best striker in the UFC. I don't really think I agree with that personally, but on a pure striking fight, I really like him against Jarlin Turner. Jarlin Turner is powerful though. Bahamondes, cuts a lot of weight. Both of these guys cut a lot of weight. This probably get turned into like a 165-pound fight, but I reckon Bahamondes will get him. Then we have Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. Oh my god, man, this is actually so tough. Such a tough fight to predict. Because like they're fought before, and now like you're putting it like you're giving him like you're running this one back with Fiziev having like a weak camp. But then at the same time, Justin Gaethje's coming off like a career-altering KO where he was like knocked into a seizure by Max Holloway. But then Fiziev has literally been out with like ACL tears. Fucking, it seems like everything goes wrong with this guy. Like both of these guys are just damaged goods. So like, who do you even favor with that being in the context of it? Like seriously, they both just take an insane amount of damage. So if I've had to pick, I think you gotta go with Justin Gaethje because Fiziev he gassed out in that fight, and that was on a full camp. I can't imagine his cardio is going to be better on a short camp. Maybe stupid logic, and I think you could argue Fiziev won that first fight, but I will go Justin Gaethje. Reluctantly. You know what I mean? Reluctantly. Oh my god, man. I fucking can't get the word out. But I will. I'll go with him. Not too confident, but I'll go Justin Gaethje. Then we have Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Crazy. This fight. There is a lot that can go into this fight. Firstly, Ankalaev says he's not going to wrestle. Ankalaev is a fucking idiot if he doesn't shoot a takedown. He doesn't even have like the greatest wrestling. There's this like narrative that like Magomed Ankalaev is like this crazy grappler. Like, if he shoots, it could get a bit dicey. Yeah. No, he's not like an amazing... He's not a grappler at all. He's a striker. Like, he is literally a striker. Like, I don't know, people have this narrative about Magomed Ankalaev because he's got a... he's from Dagestan, he's got this beard. Everyone just assumes he's a grappler, but if you actually watch his fights, he is literally just a striker. Like, his grappling isn't really that great. Yeah, he got Jan Blachowicz down, but Blachowicz doesn't have great takedown defense. Again, you could maybe say that about Alex Pereira as well. I think everyone who's shot on him has got him down at least once. But think about Alex Pereira. He does get back to his feet. And on the feet, I don't really think this fight is close. With the leg kick game, Pereira is going to destroy his legs. Magomed Ankalaev cannot take leg kicks well. He did take him a bit better against Rakic. But, like, Rakic is not Alex Pereira. Like, Alex Pereira is just, like, a next level when it comes to his leg kicks. Like, he out-leg kicked Jan, and Jan was the one who, like, pretty much almost took Magomed Ankalaev's ability to walk. Like, he had to shoot out of desperation in that fight. I don't think Magomedov Ankalaev has a great chin either. We've seen him get badly hurt against like Thiago Santos, not even like the Thiago Santos that fought John Jones or anything like that. It was like the Thiago Santos that was losing to fucking Jamal Hill, Rob Wilkinson, Yoel Romero in the PFL. Like that was the version, like the frozen one, like literally Tyron Woodley at 205. That is the one who dropped him. He got dropped by that version of Thiago Santos. And you're trying to convince me that Alex Pereira wouldn't be able to just clip him? Now, I feel like it's still a bad look that Alex Pereira had like a tough fight with Khalil Roundtree. But I feel like that was just Khalil Roundtree's like Phil Collins in the Air of the Tonight moment. Like, I feel like that's just something that's not going to happen. That was like some fucking like movie type shit where he just decides to have a chin for that one fight, even though he got massacred by like Iron Kutalaba and Johnny Walker. It didn't make any sense how he just developed a chin for that fight. I can't see that happening in this one. I think if Pereira does land a left hook on Magomed Ankalaev, he's going to put him out cold. Yeah, I really like Alex Pereira in this fight. I do. He's a bit older, but it's fucking light heavyweight. Age doesn't really matter in these weight classes. They say power's the last thing to go. Well, that's all Alex Pereira needs is one power shot. Like, that is the crazy level of power we're talking. So I think Alex Pereira will win now. I've seen a lot of videos. Alex Pereira, like, doing all these, like, little side activities, little side hustles, fucking dancing in water, fucking crawling in water, going to strip clubs, giving fans money. I'd imagine the man's surely training. There's no way he's not training. I think this is just, like, some mind games. Or the guy's just having fun. But fighters don't have to train 24/7. They're allowed to go live their life a little bit. So yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Maybe he just immediately gets just destroyed by Magomed Ankalaev, and then we get a rematch. But I'm hoping Alex Pereira wins this, and I think he will. But Magomed Ankalaev is a real good guy. Like, he's an actual fighter. I think he'll probably be champion eventually. I feel like he'll probably get another crack when Pereira's gone or something like that. Like, he's pretty much beat everybody except for Paul Craig. And Jan, because that fight was a draw. So yeah, I'm going to go with Alex Pereira. I think he'll be able to get this one done. The leg kicks as well are going to be big. Once Pereira gets his leg, once he starts like fucking that leg up, he's going to be a lot more aggressive. Now maybe he runs into a counter shot, but I think Pereira's chin and cardio is a lot better at 205. I think he can just keep going this fight. No durability issues at 205. So I'm going to go Alex Pereira by KO. Probably second round. I feel like the first round will be a bit dicey. And plus, I think if Magomed Ankalaev wrestles heavy, he's just going to gas out and get chinned. So it's either he prolongs the fight by wrestling and then gets chinned, or he fights on the feet and then gets chinned. So yeah, I'm going Alex Pereira by KO. But anyway, those are my picks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.